Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope y'all are chilling, going about your day nice and lovely. Today, I'm gonna be playing a character. Don't know who. Not quite sure yet. Let's do Lazarus. I like him a lot. Hope you guys are chilling. I'm doing not horrendous, but I did record a very late episode last night because I didn't record it any earlier in the day. And now it is currently 12:47 p.m., aka soon to be 1 p.m. And I woke up, I think, like 6 times throughout the past 4 hours and just kept going back to sleep. I initially kind of planned to be like, alright, if I go to bed at 3, I can set up some alarms for like 9, I'll be good. And then I ended up waking up 3 hours later anyways. So there goes some of my day, unfortunately. Not really much I can do in that aspect. But I feel kind of like shit. God damn it! I fucking hate this stupid ass character, man. They always give this guy a dog shit hill to start. Hope y'all are doing alright, you know. I'm just trying to live my life right now and trying to exist because my ass is very tired. And I want to record an Isaac episode because, like, my bad, you know. I don't want to have to record an Isaac episode late as hell again. That's all I'm saying. Come on, man. What are we doing, Tony? My bad, I had to yawn real quick. But yeah, hope everyone's doing good. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I should not have recorded Isaac last night. I had a backlog episode that I should have just thrown up for the upload and I could have fallen asleep. Pretty simple. Fuck it, I don't even care anymore, man. I had a backlog episode I should have just used, but I'm waiting to save that for when I get my wisdom teeth removed. But I should have just said F it, man, you know? I'm gonna be honest with you. Anyways, hope y'all are doing well. My apologies if I am very tired and you can kind of obviously hear it. Like I said, you know, that's on me. I could have just recorded more backlogs, you know, we had time. So I'm just trying to exist right now. As time passes, I'll probably like wake up. I'll wisen up a bit more. Or I should just make myself some coffee downstairs and I'll be fine. Don't you gotta like wait an hour and a half or whatever? I don't know how true that is. I don't know if y'all even know about this. But it's like if you want your coffee to be most effective, you wanna wait 90 minutes after waking up before you take your first thing of coffee, because 90 minutes after you wake up is approximately when you'll be like the most awake, and coffee doesn't like wake you up, it keeps you at that level or whatever. I think I could be wrong. You could be like, Tony, you said so many words, not a single one of them was true. I could be wrong, but I believe that's how it works, if I'm correct. So I should, once again, I should wait 90 minutes before waking up, before taking my first sip of that nice and lovely caffeine that I hate. I don't actually hate caffeine. I just try not to rely on it too much. I've already gone on this rant before, but I'll do it again just because, you know, why not? I don't want to end up being that kind of person where it's like, don't talk to me before I've had my coffee, you know what I mean? Not that there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything horrible, you know. I don't want to be that Redditor kind of guy where it's like, oh, you know, caffeine is one of the only like legal substances in the world, like how crazy, you know. And it's like, dog, I don't know, man, you know what I mean? It's a stimulant. It is something that wakes people up and it kind of keeps them wired if they drink too much of it. You could be like, yeah, that's a whole ass drug, you know, but yet for some reason I can't smoke my marijuana or whatever. But I'm real with you, man. Not that deep. It's caffeine, bro, you know? And plus, like, at this point, I feel like it's too ingrained in society. If there was like a caffeine ban or whatever, I think we would be living in prohibition again, bro. You know what I mean? So I think that's why they don't do it. But besides all of that, nothing wrong with people who need their caffeine to wake up and whatnot, you know what I mean? I just don't want to be the kind of person that relies on it because, I don't know. I don't want to rely on a substance, whether legal or not, caffeine or sugar or something like that. I don't want to have to rely on that to like keep my human self a fucking human or whatever. Just some thoughts, you know what I mean? Grab him, bro, thank you. Dude running around like he owned the place. Nah, what the fuck was that? He like angled that shot in a demon-like way. Is that shit is not good, right? Am I tripping? It doesn't affect damage, it only affects tier size, so like I'm gonna drop that because I don't really care. With a gun. My bad. Nothing with a gun. Never do it. Okay, my bad. I just had to lock in. I hate this fucking boss, man. I think every Isaac boss is horrible, and I am just a bitter, you know, human being. I would tend to hope not, actually. I don't want to be perceived as bitter. There we are. Whatever, man. Just keep going. We're just gonna keep playing the game. Whatever happens, happens at this point. I don't even care. Wait, we're supposed to be going... Yeah, it's not happening, dog. We're supposed to be going Angel Deals, but... with this performance right now, with what's happening, we're probably not even gonna get... anything, bro. What can you do, I guess? What can you do? Fuck you, man. Whatever, it is what it is. There's not much we can really do about it. Dude! Oh, maybe it's a good thing. No. I think I'm like too fucking gone right now, bro. My Isaac skills are down the fucking drain at the moment, dude. I want to apologize to y'all. You guys are witnessing a man lose his mental in real time. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. Remember that rule I had about yesterday's episode, bro? Where I was like, if I die, I die? Shit, that might have to apply here. Nah, if I die, I will try again. Because this run is so horrendous, man. I cannot let it be like my legacy. What's that? It's Isaac. It's Isaac. I'm over here thinking the voices are speaking to me, bro. It's the freaking Binding of Isaac. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. What's the word I'm thinking of? It was fun hanging out with my friends. We watched the Ben 10 movie because they were watching, like, they've been binge watching a whole bunch of Ben 10 recently. And if you guys have never seen that shit, I'm gonna be rude with you. Do yourself a favor and never watch it. That shit is so ass, man. You think I'm playing? I'm not. The Ben 10 movie, Race Against Time, That shit was garbage, bro. Unironically, I think one of the worst movies I have ever seen. And it didn't help that the way we watched it was some bootleg ass Cartoon Network channel. Not even joking, it's called Cartoon Network India. And the movie was like zoomed in half the time on YouTube. And it was like 240p, bro. Because you cannot watch that movie anywhere else. Because you literally cannot watch that movie anywhere else for some reason. It is not on any streaming service. You'd think it's on the same streaming service as, what's it called? Where you can originally watch Ben 10, which is Hulu. Nope, doesn't exist. It just doesn't fucking exist on there, man. It's horrible. It was, I think, I'm not even joking with you, man. It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. And honestly, I didn't even really give a fuck about Ben 10 like that. So I wasn't watching like 90% of it. Not true. I was like busy for 90% of it. Because they were watching it fresh after eating their meal that I prepared for them. So I had to go and what's it called? I was like washing the dishes and stuff, and then coming back to check how's the movie going. Because like the living room and the kitchen are like literally right there. So like just kind of washing the dishes, and like I can see the TV, and I'm watching a little bit of it. I'm cleaning around, watching a little bit of the TV, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it was not fucking with what I was seeing. It's so bad, bro. It's so genuinely bad. It baffles me, low key. I gotta be honest with y'all, man. It just genuinely confused me, bro, how awful the movie was. And you might be thinking, Tony, you're exaggerating. It could not have been that bad. If you don't believe it, go watch that fucking movie on the Cartoon Network India channel yourself, bro. It was so ass. And then they cut out the end of the movie. Like, I think it was like the last scene of the movie, and then it literally just jump cuts to a still image of like a thank you for watching with like this fake ass promo image of a whole bunch of Cartoon Network characters standing next to each other. And I just started laughing immediately because I was like, this shit sucks. This is horrible. But not much you can really do about it, you know what I mean? No key means no item room, which means you don't need me to say it. You don't need me to say it. I need to eat like a real meal, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna make right now because I'm hungry as shit. But I think we got some leftover Chinese food I could reheat. You know, some chicken fried rice. Love me Chinese food, man. So good. But I feel the need for like a real human meal. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to. Like I need like a well-rounded meal with veggies and protein and carb and a good source of fiber, you know what I mean? How that shit got me feeling right now, bro. But speaking on movies, all right? Speaking on movies, what I had originally not planned for, but what I kind of wanted was I had wanted to go and watch the movie Him that had recently come out in theaters. That was my like original plans when I had wanted to hang out with my friends like a couple days ago, because I was like, oh, the movie Him's gonna come out in theaters. I can't wait to see it, man. It looks so interesting. It looks so cool. And then, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, all right? Thursday night rolls around, and apparently I'm scrolling Reddit, and I get a post from r/ like okay buddy cinephile or whatever, and I'm like, what the hell? Let me see what this is. And it's talking about how the movie is just not good. And I was like, no, this can't be, man. I was devastated. I was distraught. And so I'm like, all right, I'll wait for more reviews to come out, because like maybe it's one of those movies where like, oh, the critics aren't too big a fan of it, but maybe the people will like it. You know what I mean? Anyways, time passes. All right. And I decide finally, let me check today, because we didn't end up watching it yesterday because, you know, we were just busy. We were fucking around for 90% of the time. So this morning when I wake up, I look up because I'm curious. Let me check the reviews for him. I'm not even joking. Like literally before I just started recording, I go and I'm like, let me check the reviews for him. Let me see how this movie is. It's got 20 something % on Rotten Tomatoes for critic review, and then for popular, like, you know, like the regular people review, it's a 50%. So if you go by my grading system, which is 0 is the worst thing ever and 100 is the greatest thing ever, and the in-betweens are exactly how you'd think them, 5 is average, or 50% is mid, literally middle of the road because it's halfway, 60% is above average, 7% is good, 8% is very good, 9% is phenomenal, 9%, pretend I'm adding a 0 to these, 60% is above average, 70% is good, 80% is very good, 90% is phenomenal, 100% is perfection. You know what I mean? It's got a 50 something % from the popular review. So I'm like, oh my god, no, it's over. The movie fucking blows. I was so devastated, bro. I'm not even lying. Because it's such an interesting premise for a movie, man. A movie with and also a rare instance of seeing Marlon Wayans in a very serious, and in this instance, like a kind of horror role. I'm gonna be real with you. I was excited for it. Very much so. I wanted this movie to do good because I wanted to see it. And I wanted to be like, man, it looks cool. I got the hiccups. Fuck me. But it's mid. The movie's mid, bro. It sucks. Now, I did see a review that was like, this is pretty good. Like I would still watch this movie just for Marlon Wayans. What's it called? Just for Marlon Wayans' performance. And it gave me hope. I was like, huh, maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I will watch it. However, the one like thing that constantly stands out about the movie is that apparently just like the ending just kind of like comes too quick. From what I've heard from multiple reviews, like the movie needed at least 15 more minutes like in the oven, you know what I mean, bro? It needed a little bit more time in order to like develop some stuff. But I don't think it ever got that, unfortunately. Some, you know, some reviews I saw were pretty like, hey, maybe if there's a director's cut, you know, that would be pretty. Another Tears Down? You just want me to fucking end it, huh? Stupid ass fucking game. My bad. I'm sorry. Fuck it. Fuck it. Why not? You know what I mean? Might as well. And start throwing everything around. Not a care in the fucking world. Excuse my language. I'm just a little upset. If you can't tell. But it's, you know, it's unfortunate because I really didn't want the movie to come out and I didn't want it to be good. Because I was very excited to see a movie that, if no spoilers because I haven't seen the movie, but from the trailers, it looked to be a very interesting premise. If you're unaware of the premise of the movie Him, it was essentially this This young man, I want to say like college age. Holy shit, a lot of black cards. That's really good. Oh, it makes all hearts turn into black hearts. And then I Ace of Hearted, which is why I got so fucking many of them. Oh, that's really good. The downside is that you just don't get as many hearts anymore. The upside is that whenever you do, it's a black heart. That's really good. But it's this like college age young man who's striving to be like one of these, what's it called? Oh my god, striving to be like an athlete, you know? This was, I don't remember the character's name. They did say it in the trailer. But his whole thing was that he's him, you know? For the uninitiated. Him being like, I'm him, you know? When you think of the word him, that is me. I'm that guy, essentially. He's the real deal. And the one and only, kinda. He's him. So the whole movie revolves around this college age man wanting to kind of strive. He idolizes this figure because he wants to be, one, he wants to be like him, and two, in his own legacy wants to be him. And so he plays college football. And I believe he does get signed on to the team that this so-called person he strives to be like is the coach of. However, that's when things take a turn for the worse in the movie, and it kind of it's kind of like a commentary on like what does it take to give up, you know, in your own life to strive to this level of, one, you know, being this good at the game of basketball, football, and B, the violence, you know what I mean? The bloodshed of a sport like football. At least that's what it appeared to be in the trailers. It more so kind of, I feel like you can pick up on it, you know, without me having to spoon feed this information to you. But its whole deal is it's a commentary on the sport and how bloody and aggressive it is, and how you got young men out here hurting themselves for like life-changing events, you know what I mean? All in this, I'm not grabbing that. All in this this want to be like him, dare I say. Nah, I like this item too much. It's really good. Not to be like him, but you know, it's a commentary on the sport and how these young men are out here engaging in a whole bunch of, honestly, just kind of brutal activity for the sake of, one, fame, fortune, and glory, but also B, for the entertainment of millions of Americans that do enjoy watching this every season. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, alright? I'm aware of the fact that it's a low-key, a horrible sport, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty fucking bad. The whole, you know, they can try to make football as safe of a sport as it can be, but at the end of the day, I mean, just look at the sport itself, man. You got people ramming into each other, cutting at each other's fucking ankles and shit, trying to take them down. I mean, literally, it's something that I hate seeing as a fan of the 49ers, but every fucking season it always seems like everybody on the 49ers got some injury going on with them, and my heart goes out to them because, one, that's my team, you know. Obviously my heart goes out to the people playing on said team, but fucking two, it sucks to see, because it's like, man, these like every year getting an injury that takes you out for a few months or like a few weeks, dude, that can't be good on the body, bro. That's got to be horrible. And then you have the whole thing with I forgot the name of it. There's like an acronym for it or whatever. I want to say CTE, but I think that's the wrong acronym. But it's like the fact that all of this is hurting your brain. You know, like the thing you use to think and kind of exist. Because you're like constantly abusing the fuck out of your brain, taking hits and all that in this sport. It's oh, and one thing, all right, it's a very scary sport. All right, it's a very scary sport, and I am aware about how the fact that I engage with said sport. You know what I mean? I engage with the sport of football because, one, I like it a lot. But trust me, I'm very much aware about how it's like, Tony, you're in support of like a really horrible and dangerous sport. And it's like, I know, you know, it feels bad on my end to be a fan of it. Cause, you know, every few weeks I'm always hearing about this horrible injury happening to a player. And I'm like, in my mind, deep down, I'm like, I wish there was a way to make this, you know, better. But then I feel like the more you try to make it safer, the more you got, you know, people coming out the cuts being like, this isn't the sort that I love or whatever. And it's like, man, fucking, all right, bro, you want to watch people die on the field? Go ahead. But not only that, I guess kind of like the, at least it seemed like it in the, oh, it counts as one. That's not bad. Why can't it count as two now they have mom's box of trinkets or whatever? But the whole deal with the movie is it's a psychological horror, kind of. That's what it looks like, at least. About A, the stuff it takes to give up to pursue this dream of such a violent sport. B, the pressure that it puts on, from it looks like in the trailer, the pressure it puts on the guy. Because one of the aspects of the trailers that stood out to me was he had to run these routes because the main star is a quarterback. He had to run these routes and throw the ball to one of the receivers fast enough, or else a teammate of his was standing in front of like the fucking, I forget the name of the machine, but it's like the machine that shoots out the footballs, was standing in front of that thing while it was at max speed and just tanking hits to the fucking face straight from the football. And it's kind of like, you're letting him down, you know what I mean? This is your fault. He didn't have to get hurt like this if you didn't suck. But then also, that's the same scene where the man's talking about like it's like bloodshed, you know, it's blood sport. That's what they want to see. It seems like a cool movie, man. Like, come on, I'm not gonna lie. Even if you're not a fan of football, I can at least hope me poorly explaining the movie premise, I think it's really cool, you know? I want to see the movie because I want to see what this commentary has to say. That's why I like seeing kind of movies like that are like maybe a little overtly, but I mean, that's the way you get people to watch it, right? Is you gotta like kind of speak out on what you're speaking out on. But a movie criticizing one of America's, you know, my opinion, one of their greatest sports, but also one of the most dangerous. I'm very intrigued, dare I say. But then it comes out and the movie is bad. Honestly, I would have loved to see the movie. And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I don't want to sound obnoxious or like pretentious or like, oh, I'm smarter than these people. But I did see in the reviews people leaving comments about how if you were coming into this movie expecting a sort of what is it, Friday Night Lights, or he's dude, the comment specifically left a movie in specific. What was it called, man? I am DB him. Let me see. Yeah. This is not a football movie. If you're expecting Friday Night Lights or Any Given Sunday, you will be disappointed. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, once again, I don't mean to sound pretentious or anything, because I hate doing that. But a part of me is like, was anyone expecting to come into this movie expecting it to be like that? I'm gonna be real with you. Really? Just see the trailer, man. It's like kind of obviously not just a football movie about like there are some hardships in football, but you got to get through it and you got to support your team. No, it was, at least to me, it kind of seemed like a very obvious criticism of the sport and just, you know, the way that you suck away these young men's lives for entertainment. I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm stupid. You might be thinking, Tony, you are. You know, dead ass though. I'm being dead ass. Maybe I am a little fucking stupid. But I really could not see it going like that. The damage up. You notice how, what's it called? Sheol is such a bad path to go through that they had to force people to go Sheol by giving the negative a damage up instead of just solo the black heart effect whenever you were at half a heart. Because otherwise no one would ever go Sheol and Dark Room. But now you get people like me who take it because they want the damage up. Because Sheol fucking sucks. It's got the worst boss. Easily. Satan sucks. And Blue Baby is... Not Blue Baby. The Lamb also fucking sucks. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna say it. Alright, I'll be brave. I'll say it. Man, there's no bravery in calling out a bad Isaac boss. But overall, man, I'm just kind of saddened that the movie sucks, apparently. The reason why I'm even hesitant to call the movie mid is because it's got 50%. All right, it has 50 from the critic, not the critics, from the people, and then it has 20 from the critics. You know how ass a movie gotta be to have 20%, bro? 20? Now, I will say, all right, I feel like if you speak on certain aspects of this, like on different websites and stuff like that, you're gonna get different responses, you know what I mean? Seasoning, you know, why did I say seasoning? Reasoning being, if I were to make this type of post on like r/OkBuddyCinephile or Movie Circle Jerk or whatever, you'd get the typical post where it's like, oh man, you gotta ignore the critics' reviews because they don't know what they're talking about. You gotta go for the popular reviews. And then it's like, brother ignoring the critics' reviews like they're critics for a reason, stuff like that or whatever. Or along the lines of, you know, something like that where it's like, bro's ignoring the critic reviews that say this movie is obviously dog shit. I think honestly the only opinion that matters is like your own opinion or whatever. Cause I'm not gonna lie to you, alright? There are some movies out there that I think might not have the greatest critical reception. But like, you know, then everyone else sees the movie and it's like, man, this movie's so fucking like good. One aspect for me, I haven't seen the reviews for this movie in a minute, so I could be wrong on calling this movie out specifically, but the movie This Is the End, I fucking love that movie, man. Alright, I love that movie. That movie is so fucking funny to me. It's a classic. It's a comedy classic, in my opinion. Oh, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're cooked, bro. We're fucking cooked, man. I needed the angel deal to be right there, but nope, not existing. Never mind, bro. Never mind. This is the end. Got an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. The critics know what they're talking about. And then I'm real with y'all, I can't think of a movie off rip. I cannot think of a movie off rip that is not necessarily loved by critics, but the people deem the movie very good. Nothing comes to mind immediately, but I do gotta say, I love It's the End. Funny ass movie, man. Funny ass movie. My bad. I'm trying to not die right now. But I don't know, man. You know, I'll probably give the movie a watch, but I'm probably gonna have to try my best to drag someone to watch the movie with me. I got too much social anxiety to watch the movie alone. I'm gonna be real. Or maybe I just might, you know? Maybe I just might. Because I might have too much social anxiety to ask someone to go to the movies with me. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Popped it in the shoal area. I think it's fine, you just can't pop it if you fight Satan. If you fight Satan and you pop Bible, you just instantly fucking succumb to ill. Dude. I think I hate, no, I don't hate it. I cannot hate it because I like this item unironically a little too much. So now I can't say that I hate this item, but freaking dunce cap. This run is so ass. Have we gotten a single tears up? And teardrops, like I'm not gonna count that as a tears up, bro. That's like half a tears up. Because it's like occasionally you'll shoot double tears or whatever, right? Something like that. And it's like a 1.4 tier up or something, or 1.4x tier up. Not even that good at it, bro. Oh my god. Why am I getting so many spirit hearts, man? Oh, it's the Glyph of Balance, right? What is it? Ow! Fuck. Become whatever Isaac needs most? Turns out I do need a lot of spirit hearts. I'm not against it. I'm gonna be real with you. This run, Glyph of Balance might have saved my run. I'm being dead ass with y'all. You guys might call it cap, but I mean, just look at how it was going beforehand. Glyph of Balance might have saved my run. I might not be alive in this run right now if it weren't for Glyph of Balance. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a firm believer of that, low key. My tinnitus. Oh, my tinnitus, bro. I'm not gonna say my tinnitus. I do hear a ringing. Usually it goes away. Honestly, I remember the last time I had ringing in my ears. I think it was at one time I like impacted my eardrum. I forgot how. Oh, because I got new headphones. And like, they weren't really fitting like that, so I tried to like shove them low-key deep down, and I think I hurt the fuck out of my ear. Now the ringing stopped. It was there for like 5 seconds. It's really weird, man. You know, shit's really weird. Kind of scary. The human body is so fragile, man. It's low-key kind of insane, right? I'm not tripping on that. Maybe I might be. You might be thinking, Tony, what the fuck are you talking about? But I'm being dead ass. It kind of baffles me how, like, not easily it can break. That sounds like a stupid way to say it. but like it got so many problems, man. You know what I mean? Like, who designed this? Like, someone we need to start like patching stuff, you know, in the human body, in the human condition. Dev's been working real hard to fix that, what's that? Dev's been working real hard to fix that cancer bug, you know, that type of shit. And then you got the conspiracy theorists like, no, you see the devs, they actually found the patch, they like found the patch for that years ago, but they realized they could make more money selling the, like, in-game treatment. I just want to say, no way. That was for a bit simply. No way shows what I believe in the American medical system or the healthcare industry. I just feel the, I don't know, you know, I just feel the need to kind of clear my name in that instance, you feel me? Picking up what I'm putting down, I just kind of feel the need to clear my name lest I be slandered for being like, did you guys know Tony's like anti-healthcare or whatever? He's like an anti-vaxxer or something. And it's like, no, nope, didn't say that, did not say that. Oh, bro, come on. Well, whatever, the run was low-key kind of cooked from the start. Anyways, want to thank y'all for watching. If you guys did enjoy, greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on time reviewing this. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.